Hello, my lovelies. Hello, collective. I am here to do a Mercury retrograde reading because today, as I drop these cards today, Mercury is in retrograde, and so it is in retrograde in the Capricorn energy. This could be a little bit frustrating in Capricorn energy because sometimes when we make plans, they don't necessarily come to fruition. Also, Mercury, of course, is the planet of communication, and so we can have breakdowns in communications, arguments if things don't go our way or go right or follow the plan. So, because Capricorn is the planner, I want to, make sure that everything's going to work. I'm going to plan it all ahead, and then when it doesn't come to fruition, it can be a little bit frustrating. So we could be looking at that kind of energy through Mercury retrograde. Of course, the things you need to know about Mercury retrograde is that it is a planet of communication, and there can be breakdowns in communication during this time. So, usually the counsel is to not sign anything that's really important unless you have a second set of eyes on it. Don't make any huge decisions through Mercury retrograde. This one is going from today, the 13th, until the 1st of January. Coincidentally, on the 1st of January, also Jupiter goes direct. So look, once we get out of this communication issue and once we get into the expansion of Jupiter, the abundance of Jupiter, I think that 2024 is going to start out really lovely. All right, just going to use tarot. We're going to talk about it. Mercury retrograde, of course, as we know, bring people back. People with unfinished business with you, or you having unfinished business with others. You may even be feeling like you want to reach out to an ex, or maybe someone's feeling like they want to reach out to you. But this is a time where people get the feeling like they want to resolve things, right? But it's not the best time to communicate. I'm just saying. It's not the best time. Let's see what the cards say. Let's talk about it. And this is a collective reading, so this isn't for your energy. This is for everybody's energy. I'll call it signs and symbols as you need to hear them and see them in order to know what's going on, and you make the decision. Put your intuitive hat on. Let's figure it out. Let's talk about it. Tell me about Mercury retrograde, please, starting today, going until the 1st of January. All right, we have the King of Wands, the King of Candles. So someone is already ready to take inspired action. I'm just saying, somebody, whether it's you or someone else, it could be someone who is a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Maybe you're that energy, but somebody has already decided that they're going to take action after a long period of time. We've got the Knight of Gifts, or the Knight of Pentacles, and that's the one who's been taking years to come to the surface, to get things done. Somebody may be coming back after a very long time. We'll see if the Judgment card shows up, but it feels like after a really long time, somebody is thinking about, you can see this guy here, I'll show you. Somebody is really thinking, should I do it? It's like they've put their book down, staring into the fire, right? And we've got 5 wands here. Somebody, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 across the mantle and 1 on the table. And I want to say with the 5 wands, it tells me that someone's in indecision. Someone is thinking, should I do it? Looking directly at the Knight of Pentacles. It's been a long time. Should I do it? That's what it feels like. I'm just saying. Any more of the collective, please? Got Virgo energy here in the Knight of Gifts, the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, we've got the Star in reverse. Okay, so I want to say that whoever is planning to take this inspired step forward or is about to move towards something, I feel like they're not quite sure that they want to do it. The Star's in reverse, which tells me that somebody is kind of losing hope. Maybe it's been too long. Losing hope. I don't feel confident that it's going to go off without a hitch. Maybe somebody has decided that maybe it's not worth it to try and pursue it. The Knight of Wands has their back to the Star. I feel like somebody has not thought about this for a while, and all of a sudden they're thinking about it. Because the King of Wands is looking at the Knight of Pentacles, and here is like, I think that as we move forward here, someone is unsure that there's even a hope that this will work out. Tell me more. We've got the 4 of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like the Knight of Wands, or sorry, the King of Wands is thinking, am I healed enough? Is it time to reconnect after all this time? For some of you, it could be years. Is it time to reconnect to somebody? Because we're in the Four of Swords, we're healing. We're not really talking. We're kind of, you know, healing the self, thinking about things, healing the mind. And when we're in the Four of Swords in the reverse, the Four of Canes here, the Four of Swords is in the reverse saying, I wonder, is it time to reconnect? Am I healed enough to reconnect to somebody here? We have the Four of Wands. Look, the 4 candles, right? The 4 candles are up here. And the 4 candles are here. So I feel like this king here is almost feeling a bit nostalgic, it feels like. Should I reconnect? We used to have a really stable relationship. And it doesn't have to be love, but it could be. But somebody is thinking about the four of Wands. Being within the family or having a family unit. Or it feels like this person is wondering, is this what I want again? But it feels like this this King of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, it feels like someone's losing hope that they're ever going to have some sort of a stable family again. Is it time to reconnect after all this time? We have the Four of Pentacles. So somebody here has been holding on to the idea of family, of home, hearth, getting everyone under one roof. I want to say that of course, you know, that's what Hallmark sells us in the holidays, during the holidays, right? That everybody's happy and fun and everything is great and families are coming together, when the truth of the matter is that that's just a marketing thing that is being sold to you, because that's really not the story for a lot of people. A lot of people are from broken homes. A lot of people aren't speaking to their family. A lot of people have toxicity running through their family. I feel like the King of Wands is someone who's holding on to hope that they will once again have a stability in a home situation where there's a family, but they're starting to lose hope about that, wondering if they should reconnect. Tell me why it's been so long. We'll look at the Knight of Pentacles. Tell me why it's been so long. We've got the Three of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We're looking at a lot of 3D stuff here. Stuff that's happening in the world right now. Maybe in your life. Somebody is thinking about what a gift this friendship was. So it feels like there is somebody here who is thinking about a friend. We've got the Three of Pentacles. It's somebody that you met through friends or friend of a friend. And it feels like we used to work together, or we're in our pentacle world. It feels like there's work to be done here and we used to do it together. I want to say that somebody's working on this all alone now. That somebody never stopped working on it. It's just that they're not working on it with the King of Wands anymore. We have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Good Cheer. The Knight of Good Cheer is the Knight of Cups. And so somebody's thinking about what a true gift this friendship was. The Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. It feels like somebody has romantic feelings for a friend that they haven't talked to in a long time, and somebody's thinking about reconnecting with that friend. We have the Two of Wands. Somebody's thinking about setting out on some sort of an adventure, or is at the crossroads of their life and wondering if it's time to reconnect. Tell me about the Four of Swords, please. Is it time to reconnect to someone, and who are we talking about? We've got the Five of Swords. We've got the Page of Swords. And we've got the Child. So I feel like somebody's thinking about surprising someone else, taking a leap of faith. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is in the distance. So the Queen could be someone who is, well, they are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy. But this is someone who's very sturdy and solid, someone who's emulating the Empress. They are learning and practicing about how to be the Empress. This person is someone who makes their own money, takes care of themselves, probably has their own mortgage, their own home, and it's a happy home that they've created. But I feel like they've created it all by themselves. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we've got the 10 of Cups here. And the reason that they're doing it by themselves is because there's been some sort of an ending. A chapter has closed. It might be the chapter with the King of Wands. And this person is now on their own, this Queen of Pentacles, doing quite well, financially stable. Why does the King of Wands feel like there's no hope for this happy home? Because we haven't spoken. There has to be a conversation. We have to open a conversation where we're, you know, really honest with each other. We haven't spoken. Losing hope because there's been no communication. The Ace of Swords is the want of communication, but the Star in the reverse is telling me there's no hope for communication. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords. We have the 5 of Wands. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. Sorry, the 7 of Wands. So it feels like after, yeah, it feels like there's something blocking somebody here from not communicating. And it's like somebody's standing their ground. They feel like they're the person who shouldn't have to reach out. I don't know if that's you or them. Take it as it resonates. But it feels like somebody feels that they shouldn't have to reach out. That the thing is as time goes by, hope is dwindling. And so I feel like the King of Wands is the one who feels like they shouldn't have to reach out. But do you want to be right or do you want to be alone? I mean, it's totally up to you. We have the 4 of Canes here, or the 4 of Swords. It brought up the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords tells me that there may have been some communication issues, and that could be Mercury retrograde energy as well, right? That there's communication issues the last time that you spoke with this person or they spoke with you, take it as it resonates. And I feel like it ended up with us being silent with each other. I feel like with the Page of Good Cheer, that is the Page of Cups, it feels like somebody is thinking about saying sorry or apologizing for the harsh communication or the way that they communicated harshly. I feel like somebody here is deciding that they might take a leap of faith, or they're wondering, it's like the child's looking into the abyss, right? Into this fireplace here, wondering where it goes. And it feels like somebody here is wondering, should I take the leap of faith? Should I take the leap of faith, move forward, and say sorry about the harsh communication? I want to reconnect to someone after years of being away. That would be a total gift if I could speak with this person again. And I feel like, on the other hand, this person is feeling like, I shouldn't have to be the one who does this. I feel it was their fault. You know, that's the 5 of Swords, right? You feel it was their fault, they feel it was your fault, and nobody comes together. But I feel like that the King of Wands is still holding on to this. Even though they have romantic feelings and they're wondering, but losing hope. Tell me about the 4 of Pentacles, please, the 4 of Gifts. We have Krampus, who is the devil. We have the 7 of Good Cheer, which is the 7 of Cups. And we have the 6 of Candles, which is the 6 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Gifts. So something already is beginning to grow in the Pentacle world. Look at that. It's always been there. The mistletoe is the lovers. It's like there will be some sort of communication, I feel, because it feels like something is already growing here. We've got trees in both of these. It feels like something is already growing here. Something that we can't deny. And somebody's been thinking about it. It is the King of Cups, possibly. Somebody's thinking about their feelings, the King of Good Cheer, and then we have the Father Christmas, who is Virgo, who is the Hermit. So somebody's been in hermit mode, thinking about their deep feelings about someone, but can't say anything. They can't say anything because of the Three of Swords. They're very sad, heartbroken, disappointed about the situation. We could be talking about the Emperor. And the Emperor could be the person we're talking about. The King of Wands is part of the Emperor energy. This is Aries. This is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. But if it is the Emperor we're talking about and you are the Emperor, I feel like you're the one that needs to step forward, because the Emperor is always the one who steps forward first. All right. So we've got the Four of Pentacles here, and that's brought us the Devil. I feel like sitting there doing nothing, holding on to it, really, you're not taking action. I feel like for sure that it's not going to work out if you don't take the inspired action to move forward. I feel like you want to move forward, but I feel like the Five of Candles, or the Five of Wands, has got you stuck. Because the Five of Wands is feeling like tension, competition. It's impacting your ability to move forward, and you're standing your ground anyway. So I feel like you're holding on to the hope that this could still be viable if we reconnect, but it feels like you're scared to let go. You're scared to be vulnerable. You have a fear and a doubt that you can't be vulnerable enough in order to move forward here. Seven of Good Cheer is the Seven of Cups, so it feels like that's an illusion. You can always take the step forward. It totally is up to you if you want to communicate with somebody. You will have victory, by the way. This is the Six of Wands. We do have the Wheel of Fortune up in the upper right corner here. So it feels like things are about to change anyway. You might as well make them change in your way, the way that you want them to change. Yeah, there's six wands across here, which does indicate victory after a hard time, coming from the darkness and going to the dawn. The sun is in the sky. It is the Wheel of Fortune. It feels like something's about to change that will give you victory, but I feel like it all comes down to this King of Wands. And it doesn't have to be a person I'm talking about. It's coming down to the King of Wands, because the King of Wands is the one that takes inspired action. Is this person going to take inspired action to reach out to the person they want to reconnect with? I think the answer is yes. We have the Eight of Wands. I feel like this person is feeling the momentum picking up. And I think that's why this person has their pipe in the mouth. They're kind of like, oh, should I do that? It's almost like an idea. Like a light bulb went off in them. We have the Moon. Pisces and Cancer energy. And we have the Nine of Gifts in the reverse. Somebody here doesn't want to be single anymore. Yeah, it feels like they're not feeling confident enough to step forward because they don't know what the outcome is going to be. And the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is, maybe I don't have enough money. Maybe I don't have enough worth. I'm not sure if I'm confident enough to step forward. The Moon energy is here saying, I don't really know what's going to happen next. I can't see past the Moon energy. So somebody here wants to do it because they feel the momentum, like the momentum is gaining. But I feel like they're too scared at this point to come forward because they're not feeling confident enough. But look who's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the soulmate, right? The Queen. The Queen is also sitting and waiting. It is the masculine energy that must step forward, because we did see the Emperor. I feel like there's been heartbreak or heartache between two people here, but I feel like that can be ended in a moment. That can be transformed in a moment if someone would just decide to take a step forward, to walk away at the Two Wands, make a decision that is passionately in their heart, but somebody here is holding back. It's the Strength card. Somebody here is holding back. Right. Tell me what's going to happen between these soulmates here, because we've got the Queen and the King of Candles, or the King and the Queen of Wands. Very attractive, both of them, very attracted to each other. Each of them sitting in the same scenery, sitting with the same 5 wands, right? But 5 and 5 is 10. We can drop burdens, the 5 wands, if we want to. We've got the 10. Yeah, the 10 of Swords. I feel like somebody is going to bring the silence to an end. Someone's breaking the silence over this Mercury retrograde, and they are going to come forward, I feel. What's the possible outcome here? We have the 9 of Gifts. Oh, yeah, the 9 of Gifts was already here, wasn't it? The 9 of Pentacles, sorry. we have the Nine of Good Cheer, which is the Nine of Cups. We have the King of Good Cheer, which is the King of Cups. And we have the Two of Canes, which is the Two of Swords. And we have the Magus, somebody who's going to manifest this. So I feel like the King is feeling blocked. I feel like the King has a very deep level of love for the Queen of Wands. And it feels like the King is going to probably bring this silence to an end. It's a break in the silence here, because the manifestation is to get through this block. Somebody here, the Magus is the magician. Somebody is going to manifest their way through this block, because ultimately this is what they want. They want happiness, and they want to bring that cup to this table to make 10 of cups, right? We've got 9 cups on this table and a glass of wine. This person's got, I don't know, something, looks like bourbon or something. This person wants to bring their cup to someone else's table so we can have the 10 cups. So I hate to tell you, but someone's coming back around. That's what it is. But it almost feels to me like for some of you, it is a friend who's always had feelings for you, and it will come around to reconnect to you and divulge their feelings. For others of you, this is someone that you've been waiting on. And I feel like this person doesn't know if they're enough for you, and that's why they haven't come forward yet. But I think they will, because we've got the Six of Swords here. Sorry, the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is about victory. Yeah, victory, even though it's really overwhelming and hard to deal with emotionally, I feel like it's going to happen. Somebody's going to stop holding on really tight and going to start taking action. And that's the King of Wands. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope it made some sense to somebody. And if it did, let me know in the comments. Love you guys. I'm out for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love ya. Bye.